class, we're focusing on core and pelvic floor exercises and how other areas of the body can help us feel the activation, both lengthening and contracting of our pelvic floor. If you happen to have some blocks or pillows, go ahead and grab those. Let's get started on our backs today. So coming all the way down, we're going to start with our breathing. It's really important throughout today's class that you're feeling that lengthening of the pelvic floor, but we don't want any pressure pushing down or bulging out of our pelvic floor and our lower abdominals. It's where the breath comes into play. So we're just gonna start with a couple gentle breaths. We're gonna take those arms, inhale, lengthen your arms all the way overhead. Exhale, bring those arms back down. Inhale, reach, lengthen through those fingertips. Exhale, bring those arms back down. Inhale, lengthen, reach through those fingertips. Exhale, bring them back down. Nice job. One more time. Inhale, reach and lengthen through those fingertips. And exhale, bring them back down. Okay, we're gonna start on our right-hand side. And here's where if you've got your pillow or towel, we're just gonna take that and place it underneath our right hip. You're gonna stay resting all the way down with your head. You can kind of prop yourself up if that's comfortable. We're gonna start with our knees bent. That top knee is gonna be bent, and just bring that top leg back behind. You don't wanna have it in front. And think of lifting from the hip and then bring it back down. Lift that left knee up and bring it back down. You can play around with the breath, maybe exhale, lifting up, inhale, lowering it back down. Keep pressing through that back heel, almost like you're gonna push up against the wall behind, but we don't wanna feel any pinching in our back. Now, if you wanna add on even more with this, you can take that left hand, and as you're lifting the left leg, exhale, push the left hand down, and then inhale back. Exhale, push. But if you push, you don't want to rotate your chest down more. The shoulders stay stacked. And then bring it back down. Exhale, push and lift. And bring it back down. Ooh, feeling that outer hip. Nice, slow and controlled. On that exhale, feeling lifting up. Nice work for 3, 2, last 1. Keep that leg lifted towards the sky. Nice breath in. And then you're going to slowly start to straighten out through the left leg, press through the heel. And then think of pulling your heel towards your sit bone. Straighten that leg out, press through the heel. And then pull that heel in towards your sit bone. Make sure that left leg isn't creeping in front. It stays behind. Straighten and press. And then bend, hug it in. Nice, you're gonna straighten it out. And then pull that leg back in. Good job for 3, 2, last 1. Lower that leg back down. Let's pull ourselves, come up, and we're just gonna switch to the other side. So you can place that pillow underneath the left hip. Coming all the way down. We're gonna start with those knees bent, and you can rest your head all the way down if that's more comfortable. We're gonna keep the right knee bent and make sure that heel is pressing behind. You're going to exhale, lift the leg up, and then slowly lower down. The hips stay stacked. Exhale, lift, and bring it back down. Reaching through that back heel. Use your breath. Nice job. How does this side feel compared to the other? You can take the right hand. As you exhale, blow out the candles, press the right hand down towards the ground, and then bring it back. Nice, slow, controlled movements, strengthening those outer glutes, our core. Nice work. We've got 3, 2, last 1. Now keep that leg lifted. You're going to straighten it out, press through the heel, and then hug that heel in towards your sit bone. Keeping the leg lifted, reach through the heel, and then bring it back in. Lengthen out. Oh my goodness, and pull it in. Good work. 3, 2, last 1. Bring that leg back in. Now we're gonna come down onto our backs. If you've got that block or pillow, we're gonna grab that again and place it in between our knees. I'm gonna show you a couple of variations with this one. So the first one, you can keep the legs down. Rib cage stays over your pelvis. Take a breath in. On the exhale, we're gonna squeeze. Inhale, soften. We're gonna bring those arms up overhead. As you exhale and squeeze, you can bring your arms down towards the knees. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale up. Another thing is we want to make sure with our low back that we're not jamming our low back down into the ground, but yet you don't have this massive arch, somewhere in between that. Now, if you want to add on to this, you can bring those legs up, arms up towards the ceiling. You're going to exhale, squeeze the block. You can bring your hands down to push into the block, and the block pushes into your hands. But again, no pushing, bulging out of this. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale. Inhale, lifting. Exhale. Just gently on the inhale, the knees move a little away, and then they hug and pull back in. And again, you can, same thing right here. You could even try pushing those hands together as they come down towards the block. So maybe try both of them and see which one you can feel that movement. The inhale lengthening, the exhale lifting of the pelvic floor. Really using that exhale. And as we're coming up, we're not flaring these ribs up. The position and breath is key. So it's not necessarily what exercises we're doing, it's what you're feeling and how you're doing those specific exercises. I'm gonna feel this tomorrow. I hope I'm not the only one. We've got 5, 4, squeeze that block. 3, 2, last 1. Oof. Take the block out. You can straighten out through those legs, kind of shake it side to side. Nice breath in. Nice breath out. Good. Take one more breath in here. Exhale, let it go. Now you can take the block or the pillow, and we're going to place that underneath our low back. Well, just a little below your low back. So it's on your sacrum, that triangle bone, kind of in line with the top of your glutes. We're going to bring the knees in towards our chest. And it should just kind of feel effortless to stay here. We want to make sure we don't feel any tension in the neck and shoulders. We're going to take one of our legs. Inhale, you can go a quarter. You can go a half of the way down. Exhale, pull it back in. Inhale, tap it down. Exhale, pull it back in. And as you're pulling the leg back in, try not to think that it's like the hips doing the movement. Imagine your core, your pelvic floor, those lower abdomens is helping to pull the leg in. So inhale, tapping. Now, if this feels like it's too much, you can place both feet on the ground and exhale, pull one knee in, and then the other side. Just trying to stay nice and stable with that core, but we're not gripping and holding anything rigid. So it's checking in to see what you're feeling. Nice work. If you wanted to add a little bit more, whichever one you're doing, you can take the hands in at heart center. And as you exhale, push those hands together. 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Place those feet back down on the ground. Nice breath in. Exhale, let it go. Good, take one more breath in here. We're going to take out the block and we're going to move the block down towards our feet. And you can do the same thing without the block. You're going to have the soles of your feet come together in cobbler pose. Check in with the pelvis to make sure it's not jammed down, but you don't have a big arch. Take a nice breath in. On the exhale, we're going to squeeze the feet together, lift those knees up a little bit, and then gently press and lift the hips. Inhale, lower back down, lower those knees down. Exhale, squeeze the feet together, lift those legs about halfway up and press and lift. You want to make sure the soles of your feet stay together, lower down. Exhale, squeeze and lift. These are some of my favorite core and pelvic floor exercises that are in our 30-day strong core Bali challenge. I'm enjoying not sweating like I was filming that one. Oh my goodness. Oh, but some really great exercises in there. Nice job. Whew. Going at your own pace and checking in with everything that you're feeling. 3, 2, last 1. Nice job. Let's move our feet off that block. Shake it out, and we're gonna come up onto our hands and knees in tabletop. Let's move that block off to the side. Pressing into those palms. Again, checking in with our breath. So as we're in tabletop, as we're inhaling, think of sending the breath down to sit bones, low back. Exhale, same thing, blowing out those candles, but not having too big of an arch, and we're not tucking underneath with this one. We're gonna take our right leg, send that right leg straight back behind. You're gonna float the leg up, hook it behind your left, squeeze those thighs together. We're gonna sink the hips, press it back. Inhale, start to pull yourself, come forward. Take that right leg, reach your right leg back behind. Now we're gonna bend the right knee and pull the right knee on the exhale towards the right elbow. Send it back behind. Check in with the hips, check in with the pelvis, squeeze those thighs, sink it back. Inhale, you'll pull yourself, come forward. When you start to exhale, hug that right knee towards your right shoulder. You can go nice and slow, feeling everything moving. If you want to pick things up and go a little faster, you absolutely can. Nice job. One more time through here. Right knee is gonna come back down. And then we'll take that left side, slide your left leg back, float the leg up, hook it behind your right, squeeze those thighs together, and sink your hips back. Inhale, pull yourself, come forward. Exhale, hug it in. And just flow, moving in and out. Nice work. We're gonna go through one more time. Nice. Take that down, and we're gonna come onto our right side. So you can stay propped up on your right forearm. You can be resting all the way down, whatever feels best. We're gonna start with the legs stacked. So we're gonna work on some top leg hip rotation inward, so internal rotation, and rotation outward. So you'll feel muscles around the hip, and we're also gonna feel obliques, core, pelvic floor. Take a nice breath in. On your exhale, I want you to think of lifting that top knee. Inhale, lower back down. Lift the top ankle. And then play with your breath. So maybe you switch. So maybe you inhale, lift this one. Exhale, switch, lift the other side. And see what feels best for you. There's no right or wrong way with this. We just want to breathe into the rib cage on the inhale, feel the lengthening. And then exhale, feel the lifting. So what we're gonna do is adding on with this. The next time that left leg comes down, if you want to think of lifting the hips up, you can, and then drop it back down. You can also think of pinching those knees together a little bit. Great work. One more on this side. And then we're going to head over to the other side. So coming onto that left side, stack those knees, stack your hips. So just starting out, top leg, we're gonna rotate out and then bring it back down. Rotate, lift up, and then lift that top leg, hip internal and external rotation. How does the movement feel on this side compared to the other side? If you wanted to add on next time through, you can, and it might just be unweighting the hips a little and then bring it back down. You don't have to lift completely. Finding what works best for you, where you feel that movement, feel the activation, where we want to feel it. And these videos are great because you can keep coming back to them and see how you're getting stronger. One more through after this one. Nice work. Lower everything all the way back down. Nice breath in. Bring those knees in towards your chest. Maybe you grab behind the backs of the knees, just gently rocking from side to side. Nice breath in. Nice breath out. Bring everything back through towards center. Lengthen out through those legs. You're going to rotate the legs in and out. Oops. And then get nice and heavy. Take a big breath in. Stretch those arms all the way up overhead. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Take one more breath in. Reach through those fingertips, lengthen out. Exhale, let it go. Bring those arms back down by your side. Slide those legs back in, making your way onto your side. Come all the way up. We'll take a nice big cleansing breath in. Lift those arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands down towards heart center, thanking your body for your practice. If you really enjoy these exercises, you will love our 30-day strong core and healing pelvic floor challenge that we filmed in Bali. And I will also put more resources for you down below in the description box. Keep up the good work. I cannot wait to see you in the next class.